Hi, I'm Rachel and I'm here at the Virginia Aquarium today. And today we're going to learn all about sea turtles. Now let's get started with our letter today. Our letter is T. Can you guys say T? Very good. And I want you to make the sound the letter T makes. T, T, T. Awesome. Now take a look at this letter. We're going to see if we can practice drawing this letter. So I want you to put your finger up with me and follow along. So we're going to make the shape of our capital T. So we're going to take our finger and draw a line across and then draw another line right down the middle. Very good. Let's try that one more time. So draw that top line and then connect it right in the middle and go straight down. Awesome. Now let's try our lowercase t. We're going to start here at the top and we're going to draw down and then we're going to draw that T across the top. Let's try that one more time. Draw down, make a little swoop, and then go right across. Good job, guys. Now T. Let's look at our letter T today. Can anybody think about what color that letter is today? It's green. Who has green on today? Is anybody wearing the color green? Look down at your clothes. Do you see green on your shirt or your pants? I don't think I'm wearing any green today, but there's definitely some green things on my table. Can you look around your house? Do you see anything green in your house? Can you point to it and say what it is? What about a different color? I'm wearing blue today. Is anybody else wearing blue today? Does anybody have something blue in their house? Can you look around and see anything in your house that's the color blue? Point to it and say out loud what that thing is. Awesome. So T is our letter for today, and T is going to represent an animal that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about an animal called a turtle. Turtles start with the letter T. Can anybody think of another animal that starts with the letter T? I think I can think of a couple of them. So what about this guy right here? You might think, oh, that's a frog, and that doesn't start with the letter T, but this is a type of tree frog, and tree frog starts with the letter T. Now, what sounds does a tree frog make? Can you make some ribbit sounds? Very good. What about, let's see, this animal? Oh, I guess you guys can guess that this is a shark, but it's a type of shark called a tiger shark. Can you guys say tiger shark? Excellent. And he's got that name because he has stripes down his body that gives him that appearance like a tiger. Oh, let me think of another animal that might live in the ocean that starts with the letter T. Now this is a type of fish and it's called a triggerfish. Can you guys say triggerfish? Awesome. Now my last animal that I have up here that starts with the letter T is an animal we have at the aquarium. This is called a Tomistoma. It's a type of crocodile. So if you've been to the aquarium, you've seen our Tomistomas. So, you know, I really wish we could see our real Tomistomas. I wonder if we could get visited by a Tomistoma. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna get to see a Tomistoma crocodile today. Hi Tomistoma, thanks for coming by. Do you wanna help us with our stretches? Awesome. I want everybody to stand up and I want you to help me stretch so we can get ready for our next activity. So I want everybody to take their arms, stretch them up above your heads, all the way to the tippy top of the ceiling of your house. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Very good. Now I want you to go all the way down, touch those toes, go all the way down, stretch, 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 stretch. Very good. Come back up and stretch those arms out to the side. Reach them as far as they can go. Good job. Now I want you to take your arms and give yourself a big hug. And I want you to shake, 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 shake. Good job. Excellent. Thanks, Tomistoma. All right, guys. So we're going to actually learn a little bit more about sea turtles because that's our letter of the day is T, and our animal of the day we're going to talk about are turtles. So I have a really special story that I would like to tell you. This is a story that was written by Katie O'Hara, and it's all about Kermit the green sea turtle. So here at the Virginia Aquarium, we actually have a team of researchers and scientists that actually help stranded sea turtles and marine mammals. So if a sea turtle is injured or sick, they can actually help that turtle. And this is the story of Kermit, who's a green sea turtle. Now, Kermit was swimming around in the ocean and looking for food. Lots of times, animals in our waters are going to be looking for jellyfish, snails, crabs, all sorts of really good, yummy food. And Kermit was swimming around looking for food, and Kermit noticed there was kind of a weird looking jellyfish. And Kermit snacked on it, might have tasted a little weird. Saw another one that was kind of colored different than jellyfish are usually colored, but snacked on that one as well. But then Kermit started to feel sick. Kermit wasn't feeling very good. In fact, Kermit got so sick and so weak, eventually he washed up onto the beach. And somebody who was walking along the beach saw Kermit flipped upside down in the surf, and they called the Virginia Aquarium Stranding Response Team. And the stranding team came to the beach, picked up Kermit, and took Kermit back to the aquarium to see what was wrong. When they got Kermit back, found that Kermit was hungry, was eating a lot, but there was a really bad smell coming out of Kermit's mouth. And then Kermit wasn't really swimming around a lot, wasn't acting like he would normally act, and was not eating anymore. In fact, Kermit was so skinny, it was pretty obvious that Kermit wasn't really getting enough food. So they decided to take an X-ray of Kermit. They looked inside and they found a very big blob right near Kermit's mouth. So as soon as that food goes into Kermit's mouth and down his esophagus, something was blocking it. So they rushed Kermit to the vet, and our vet looked inside of Kermit's mouth, used a camera to scope down into his throat to see what was going on. And what they found was lots of pieces of trash. Inside Kermit's throat, they found pieces of plastic, pieces of paper, and lots of stuff that was keeping Kermit from eating. So they took all of that out, and for a couple weeks, Kermit needed to have a special diet. Because his throat was so sore and stretched out from all that plastic, he got a fish smoothie. And they would feed it to him every day to make sure that he was getting all the nutrients that he needed. Eventually, Kermit got so big, they had to put him on another special diet. And finally, it was time for Kermit to go back out into the ocean. So all of his friends at the aquarium told everybody in our community. They came out to wish him well and waited at the beach to watch him go back in the ocean. And before they sent him in the ocean, they actually attached something very special on Kermit's back. Right there pointing where that blue arrow is, that is a special tracker. That sends a signal up to a satellite that's going around the Earth and sends back data to our scientists and tells them where Kermit's going, so we can see where he wanted to travel to after he was released back into the ocean. So Kermit did really great. He was able to recover and be a healthy sea turtle again and go back out into the ocean. And so it's really important for us to make sure that we keep trash out of the ocean so turtles like Kermit don't eat them. So I want to show you something really quickly. So when we look at this bottle right here, we can see that there's something floating in it. And I want you to look really closely. I want you to think about what might be in that bottle. What does that look like to you? Does that look like something that Kermit might like to eat? Does it look like one of its favorite foods? So this looks just like a jellyfish. But do you guys think there's a jellyfish in my bottle? What might look like a jellyfish to a turtle? It's a plastic bag. So that's what Kermit was eating, was pieces of plastic, things that shouldn't be in the ocean, but he accidentally ate. So if we make sure that we keep things like this out of the ocean, then Kermit and other turtles won't eat those. So a couple ways that we can help is we can make sure that we use reusable bags when we go to the store. We can also use reusable drinking bottles and even our own reusable lunch bag that we take with us. So that way we don't create more plastic that ends up in the ocean. So I want to tell you a couple more things about sea turtles. So first I have a sea turtle shell. So what do you guys think? Do you think this shell is hard or soft? It feels pretty hard to me. So what do you think this shell does for a sea turtle? It protects them. So they have this hard covering and they can protect themselves from predators. It's pretty heavy on that turtle. So he's got really cool parts on his body that helps him to swim. What do you guys think that turtles use on their body to help them to swim? Let me give you a hint. What do you think these things are called? These guys are flippers. So they're gonna push through the water with their flippers. Can you guys make your arms into flippers and show me how you would swim through the water? Can you go faster? Good job, awesome. So I also wanna show you a sea turtle's skull or his head. So you can see he actually has a jaw, so a mouth that opens and closes, and it's sharp, kind of like a beak on a bird. And he uses that to crush food like snails and crabs, and also to capture the food that he likes to eat that's soft, like jellies. Can you guys open your mouths up really, really wide? Very good. Excellent job, guys. So before we go today, I want us to get a chance to learn more about sea turtles and remember those great things. So we talked about sea turtles having a shell, right? So I want you guys to pretend like you have a shell on your back and pretend like it's really heavy. Very good. I want you to show me those flippers again. Show me those flippers and show me how you can go back and forth, back and forth. Very good, those awesome swimming strokes. Now, I want you to pretend like your hands are a turtle's beak, and I want you to snap them together like this. All right, guys, we're gonna sing a song, and I want you to help me with all those movements and sing along if you know it, okay? So the sea turtle flippers go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The sea turtle flippers go back and forth all day long. The sea turtle has a big heavy shell, big heavy shell, big heavy shell. The sea turtle has a big heavy shell all day long. The sea turtle jaws go snap, 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 snap. The sea turtle jaws go snap, snap, snap all day long. Good job, guys. Give yourselves a big round of applause. You did so awesome. I want to thank you guys for joining us here at the Virginia Aquarium, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.